Hi, welcome to Behind the Data with me, Emma Trevor. Let's take a look at the main factors that have been driving energy markets throughout September. Our top three drivers behind prices are geopolitics, Norwegian gas maintenance, and weather. Geopolitics have been a consistent driver of energy prices throughout 2025 so far, and this month was no exception. On the 19th of September, the European Commission put forward its 19th round of sanctions against Russia, aimed at defunding Moscow in the war in Ukraine. In the lead up to the announcement, there was a lot of speculation about what might be included. One key concern was that the EU could speed up its plan to stop importing Russian gas a year earlier than expected. That possibility pushed prices up, as shown on screen here, as markets worried about how Europe would make up the shortfall in supply. There were also concerns after the US suggested that the EU should place tariffs on imports from countries still buying Russian oil and gas. Market participants feared that this could have led to even tighter global supply if tariffs caused those countries to look for alternative sources for their energy. However, the final proposal was less severe than initial reports suggested. As a result, prices began to fall, as shown here. There were no blanket tariffs, and the faster phase-out applied only to liquefied natural gas, not the pipeline supply that some Central European countries still depend on for stability. Our second driver this month was maintenance work on Norway's gas infrastructure. September saw the biggest planned maintenance period of the year, the impact of which can be seen in this chart. With only a few exceptions, and in contrast to previous years, the planned maintenance progressed relatively on schedule. So why does this matter? Well, maintenance extensions or unplanned and unexpected issues can reduce the amount of gas flowing from Norway, and prices could spike due to tighter supply. With flows remaining largely in line with expectations through the month, the reliability of Norwegian supply helped to keep prices from rising further, given the uncertainty around global politics. Our third and final driver is weather. The weather in the UK was dominated by low pressure last month, resulting in rain, wind, and generally unsettled conditions. On top of that, temperatures across the UK outturned close to seasonal norms on average. On the 15th of September, the day-ahead power price dropped below £12, as shown here. This was driven by a combination of mild weather and strong winds, which eased demand and boosted renewable generation, leading to several days of significantly lower electricity prices. And finally, looking forward. One key area to keep an eye on in October is European gas storage. Europe started this summer with its lowest gas storage levels since 2022, but thanks to strong gas flows from Norway and periods of strong renewable generation, which reduced gas for power demand, injections in storage have been strong over the last 6 months. Now, as we move into the colder months, attention will remain on how much more gas can be added before we enter the winter withdrawal season. Markets will be watching closely to see if any final injections are possible before the focus turns to how well Europe can manage supply throughout the winter. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found this update useful.